All right, unfortunately, we are still experiencing audio challenge there, but as shown, of course, I tried to say, beg your pardon, the Tigress, of course, their feat was very incredible, having done so on 7 occasions. This is the 5th time they have done so consecutively, but overall, they have won 7. Of course, chasing the ultimate by Senegal as far as basketball is concerned. Well, let's turn our attention now to the ongoing CHAN tournament. Media officer of the team, Promise Afoge, joins me live now from Zanzibar to talk about the team's preparations ahead of the opening game tomorrow. Promise, very pleased to see your face this evening.
Thank you so much, Vikituku Bieno. It's match day -1 for the CHAN Eagles. This will be their final training before the first game against Senegal. You can see them training right behind me. I don't know if you can see pictures of the team really training right behind me. The media have been allowed to come in to take shots of the official training session. 15 minutes. They can take footages, and afterwards it becomes a closed session. Coach Eric will be looking to perfect his strategies ahead of the crunch game against defending champions Senegal at about this time tomorrow.
Well, it's a good thing you have given us an introduction into what we are to expect. Any injury concerns ahead of the game against the defending champions tomorrow?
None as we speak. You know, I had this conversation with Samson on this show a few days ago, especially on the day the Eagles succumbed, or rather surrendered a 2-goal lead against Zanzibar in the warm-up game just a few days ago. There were 3 goals up in the first half, and in the second half, the game ended 2-2 because Coach Eric told the players to slow down and ensure that they stay fit, stay injury-free in the build-up to the opening game tomorrow. So the coaches have been very tactical in their approach to things, not overworking the players. The last time we had 2 training sessions a day, I think should be like maybe 7 days ago. In the last 7 days, it's been 1 training session per day, and this have been deliberate to ensure that the players are not overworked, the players are not overstretched, you know, as we count down to game day against Senegal tomorrow. So the doctors have been working, the physiotherapists have been working to ensure that the conditioning of the players are top-notch as we prepare for tomorrow.
Well, surrendering a 2-goal lead is not a good thing at all to think about, especially when you are in a tournament. Now, are we likely to see any changes in that game tomorrow to ensure that, yes, we'll have victory against Senegal?
The game against Zanzibar was a warm-up game. It's a game that has no consequence. But there would be consequences if at the end of the day, we won the game and we suffered injuries. I said on the program a few days ago that the team from Zanzibar was very good. But one other factor or attribute of the Zanzibar team is the fact that they are very, very physical. Very, very physical. In the first half of that game, they were pushing down our players, really hurting our players, and that confirmed the decision to tell the guys, you know what, it's not possible to withdraw from the game after first half. We have to play the second half. And so the coach had to play everyone on the bench, change his formation, change his tactics and his approach to ensure that the players stay injury-free at the end of 90 minutes. He specifically told them, give them the ball, let them run, but let's just perfect our strategies as we prepare for the official matches. So it wasn't a case of surrendering a 2-goal lead. It was a warm-up game, a game for the coaches to check his players, check his formation, and so the result of that game is inconsequential for the Super Eagles gaffer in his bench. The most important thing for him is to pick the 3 points against Senegal tomorrow, and they are working to ensure that happens Tuesday evening.
All right, Promise. Well, the Falcons and the Tigress brought trophies back home. What inspiration do you think this will give to the team, you know, as they begin the the championship tomorrow?
The captain, Unika Junior, mentioned this at the press conference earlier today. He says sport in Nigeria is experiencing a frenzy. You know, it's been a winning streak for Nigeria across board. Remember, even in badminton, you know, the Nigerian badminton contingent just a few weeks ago, you know, were victorious in the African Championship. The likes of Eniola Badmus was a big name as far as para badminton is concerned in recent times. The Tigers you mentioned, the Super Falcons, and so Nigerian sports seem to be on the ascendancy in terms of winning trophies. It's like a good season for Nigeria. The Giant Eagles don't want to be left behind, and I think the current trend in Nigerian sport will impact positively on them, not put pressure on them. I repeat, not put pressure on them, but it would inspire them to want to go all out for victory. We've got a very decent squad here, a very, very decent squad that can win the trophy we've got on this side.
All right, Promise, before I let you go, let me ask you this on a very light note. Have you found a place to eat eba and agbado?
Well, I asked the PLO, the young man from Zanzibar who has been attached to the team. I asked him if we've got a few Nigerian restaurants here, and he said he will check out for me. And he's not gotten back to me, and I want to assume that there is none. Because Zanzibar is a very small island, just a very small portion of the country Tanzania. And since we arrived here, I'm not seeing Nigeria. It's a big surprise because everywhere I've traveled to, I get to see, a Nigerian community. But Zanzibar is a tourist destination, and so most times people from other countries, including Nigeria, they come here for holidays, spend a few weeks, and they go back home. So I haven't seen a Nigerian community here, let alone to see where to get Nigerian food. So we'll be managing what we get to see and what we get to eat here.
All right. Well, Professor Foge, Media Officer of the Super Eagles, many thanks indeed for sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you so much, I said.